Washington can think about this. You've just spent nearly 2 weeks halfway around the world. You've spent most of the last 24 hours on a plane. Your body clock is somewhere between 12 to 14 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time. You are 71 years old. What's one of the first things you do, after you likely sleep a bit, on your first day back at your desk for work? If you're President Donald Trump, you send out this tweet. Do you think the 3 UCLA basketball players will say thank you, President Trump? They were headed for 10 years in jail. Do you think the 3 UCLA basketball players will say thank you, President Trump? They were headed for 10 years in jail. Donald J. Trump at Real Donald Trump, November 15, 2017. Let's leave aside Trump referring to himself in the third person in the tweet, that deserves a post all its own, and focus on the psychology behind this tweet in this moment. Trump is someone who likes to be praised. He likes to be adulated at all times, and tends to respond well to people who say nice things about him. See Putin, Vladimir. He wants to get credit. Always. He seethes when either he doesn't get the credit he thinks he deserves or sees someone else getting credit for something he did. Case in point, Steve Bannon's stock fell in Trump's eyes in the early days of the administration when the White House strategist was cast as the real power behind the throne, in both a Time magazine cover and in his portrayal on Saturday Night Live. Mr. Trump remains annoyed by a February cover of Time magazine labeling Mr. Bannon the great manipulator, telling one visitor this month, "That doesn't just happen," a favored Trump expression for anger at subordinates who tend to their interests ahead of his. The 3 players, which include the younger brother of Los Angeles Laker Lonzo Ball, are accused of shoplifting during a trip to China to play a game. They reportedly stole sunglasses from a Louis Vuitton store. Trump told the media that he spoke directly to Chinese President Xi Jinping about the case. The 3 players were released on Tuesday and arrived back in Los Angeles at 6 p.m. PT Tuesday night. Larry Scott, the Pac-12 commissioner, the conference that includes UCLA, quickly issued a statement thanking Trump. "We want to thank the President, the White House and the U.S. State Department for their efforts towards resolution," said Scott.